it's Paige, and today's video is going to be a full face of first impression slash, oh, I just got a lip gloss all over my fingers. Alright, so today's video is going to be a full face of first impressions slash full face of trying new makeup. I have a ton of newly released products. I also have some products that are super old, but I've never tried them before. That's kind of like a theme for my full face of first impressions videos. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff to talk about, and this is the finished look. It definitely didn't go as I planned, but I feel like this video was pretty like interesting, and a lot of the products that I thought I was gonna absolutely love, I ended up disliking a lot, and some things definitely surprised me by how much I ended up loving them. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and ring the notification bell. Oops. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to my girl Destiny at D-Star Lashes. I am wearing her merch. How cute is this shirt? I know, these lashes though. I think it's so cute. I'm also wearing D-Star Lashes right now. I literally wear them in every single video that I'm wearing lashes. So yeah, I guess that's all that I have to say. I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get started. Okay, so I have a ton of new makeup to try out. A lot of the stuff is newly released, but some of the stuff is not even close to being new, but it's new to me. So this will be a full face of first impressions, and I have a good feeling about today's video. I have filmed a couple of these in the past, so I will leave the like my full face of first impressions playlist down below. So make sure you go check those videos out if you haven't already. Some of them have turned out absolutely amazing, and then some of them have turned out not so great. So I will leave that playlist down below. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say before we start. I don't think so. Yeah. So if you guys have ever seen me do a video where I'm doing my makeup, you would know that I'm super open and honest about my skin. It's not perfect. It's not anywhere near perfect. It's actually like really good right now compared to how it has been in the past. So I plan on doing like a skincare video very, very soon, because if you guys have been with me for a couple months, you know that I was really struggling for a minute. So we're in a very good place right now, even with these few breakouts, and I still have a couple of scars left over, but things are looking up. It's gonna be great. So for primer today, we're actually gonna be using the Farsali Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I'm really excited about this. I just actually ordered the new Farsali product. It's like the liquid glass one or whatever. And I'm gonna haul that really soon. I ordered it online from Sephora. But today we're gonna try the Skin Tune Blur. I've heard great things about this, and I could definitely use some blurring. So it says to use this as a serum after you put on your moisturizer, and this morning I did put on the Belief Aqua Bomb as my moisturizer. So I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna like work my way up. It has kind of like a little bit of a tacky texture. It's completely different than I expected. So I'm going back in with some more, because that definitely was not even close to being enough, but I really do like the way that this feels. It's not sticky at all, but it's not really silicone-y feeling. It's completely different than anything that I've ever tried in the past, and I have really high hopes. Every time I say high hopes, the song High Hopes by Panic at the Disco, I think it is, like plays in my head. Yes.
Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so honestly, my skin looks so like flat, like smooth. Flat meaning not porous. It looks so good. I am experiencing a little bit of dryness around the edges of my nose, because I did get a little bit of sun and didn't put enough sunscreen on. So I've been like loading up on the moisturizer around my nose, but I do see a little bit of dryness. So we're gonna, you know, make sure that we keep that in mind when we're looking at how the products are performing today. So now we're gonna go on to foundation, and I actually have a matching foundation and concealer to try out. These are from Givenchy. I am so excited to try these. I have a feeling this is gonna be way too dark for me, or way too yellow, but we're still gonna try it out. This is the shade Y200. This is the Givenchy 24 Wear Satin Finish Full Coverage and Comfort Foundation. It says SPF 20. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce the name of the product. And then we also have it's like Tint Couture Everwear concealer and foundation. So the concealer is in the shade 16. So let's see how this puppy works. Oh shoot, I forgot. I'm like in the middle of pumping my foundation. I forgot to wet my sponge. I'm gonna be using the Mosquito just kidding, Mosquito and Sephora collection eraser sponge. How cute is this little sponge? So I did pick these up from Sephora during the VIB sale, so I'm gonna go wet this really quick and I'll be right back. So I did just want to show you the size difference between the dry sponge and then the wet sponge. So as you can see, it definitely did grow quite a bit, and it actually feels really nice. Feeling this, it feels a little bit firm, like firmer than what I'm used to, but this feels really nice. I am very, very intrigued by this. So I'm probably gonna go in with another pump because I don't know. So what does this say? It's full coverage and comfortable 24-hour wear in a satin finish. So if you are new to my channel and you don't know, I have very oily skin. So normally I'm like a matte kind of gal. Whoa, that is pretty full coverage. But satin is good too. So, this is applying really weird. Okay, so obviously this isn't the perfect foundation match. I thought it was gonna be too dark, but it's almost like coming across as a little bit too light on camera. It looks like okay in person as far as color wise goes, but don't know about this one. So the sponge, honestly not a fan of the sponge. Like I don't really like it because I'm getting so many like lines from the edges of this eraser that it's like creating all these little squares all over my face, and I keep having to try to go over and blend it out, and then I form new lines, and it's almost like the sponge version of a brush stroke. So not really digging this. So I might go wet one of my Real Technique sponges and just kind of go over everything. The foundation, again, honestly not like in love with it. So I am probably gonna add a little bit more around my nose because I'm experiencing dryness, like I said, and also some redness. But it kind of looks cakey to me. I don't know if it's like just my eyes or what. Yeah, honestly, it looks really cakey, especially up close, and it's already settling into every single like facial expression line that I have, and it's like getting all cakey around the corners of my mouth and between my eyebrows. So I'm gonna try to fix this with my Real Technique sponge, and then I'll let you guys know how that works. So it still looks super, super cakey and not good, and I don't really like the finish of it. It's not natural whatsoever. It does not claim to be natural. It says that it's full coverage. I wouldn't say that this is like the fullest coverage I've ever used. You can definitely still see the redness from these breakouts and the redness around my nose, and honestly, like, my skin just like doesn't look that good. So this is a super expensive foundation, and this was sent to me as PR, so was the concealer. And honestly, based on my first impression, I would definitely not recommend this because of the price tag and the way that it's acting. Like, even if this was a drugstore foundation, I would be disappointed. It could be the primer. That's the issue with trying a full face of new makeup. It could be the primer, but we won't know that until later. I'll try to update the description box or pin a comment if I am able to try this with other foundations and then this with other primers before I upload. But we're just gonna go right on and move on to concealer. I will say the finish of this is very satiny. Like, it's a good satin finish. It's not too like dewy and like, you know, greasy. And it's also not overly matte and flat. So now I'm gonna go in with the concealer, and is this supposed to be full coverage? I don't know what the claims of the concealer are. It's like the matching concealer, so I'm guessing it's also supposed to be a full coverage concealer. Hopefully this is an okay color. For powder, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way translucent setting powder. This is not a new product, but I have never tried it, and I just picked it up during the VIB sale. Almost like 95% of the stuff I purchased during the VIB sale. I've heard really good things. I've actually heard mixed things about this. I've heard that it's really drying for some people, and then I've also heard that it's like airbrush finish perfect for some people, and I do have very oily skin, so hopefully it's not, I don't know, I don't feel like it's gonna be too drying for me, but it's possible. So yeah, I love that Too Faced does this with their powders. Like, oh, It's my favorite thing ever. Oh, and it's shaped like a heart. How cute is that? I love that. I think that they have 3 shades of this powder, if I'm correct. I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure. Ooh, I like the way that felt based on my first impression. But I will have all these products linked in the description box, by the way, just so that you guys know if you're curious in checking any of them out. I just cleaned all my brushes, by the way, and it's the best feeling in the entire world. I had hundreds of brushes to clean, so it took me hours, but now that they're all clean, I literally feel like I have my whole life put together. So honestly, the powder, I love the powder. I feel like that took my makeup, like the way I liked the foundation, from like a 5 to a 7. Like it definitely improved the finish of the foundation and the look of it. Like it looks better, like more natural with powder, which doesn't make sense, but it's true. So now what we're gonna do is set the face with a setting spray. This is the Dewy Set from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is like a semi-new product, like not like new, but not like super old. So this is my first time trying this out. I love the packaging on it. It's so freaking cute. I love the glitter. I love it. Literally, you guys know anything glittery, shiny, I'm like attracted to it. The actual spray itself is not glittery though. I saw Norvina tweeting about that like a while back, so let's give her a shot. So it's not the finest mist that I've ever used in my life, but it's also not like the worst. I'm just kind of bouncing my sponge over my face because I could see like huge water droplets from that, and I'm just kind of like making sure everything's blended together. Then I'm gonna let my face completely dry, and then we're gonna go in with some bronzer. So I don't know how this is coming across on camera, but in person when I'm looking in the mirror, I feel very yellow. Like I feel like this foundation is super yellow, so I feel like I am more on the yellow side, but I feel like I'm more neutral than like straight up yellow undertones. So yeah, and I'm starting to sweat, and I can see like the powder and foundation getting funky right up in here, which happens to me with a lot of products, unfortunately, but it's fine. We're just gonna keep moving. So for bronzer, we're gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer. This is a pretty new product. I have it in the shade Private Island. Hopefully this is a good shade for me. I have no freaking clue. I absolutely love the packaging. I'm a big fan of Fenty products, actually. I love the concealer. I haven't tried the foundation yet though, and that seems crazy because like it was such an iconic launch, so I feel like I really need to try the foundation. What is it called? The Pro Filter foundation or something. So for bronzer, I'm using the F3 from Blinged Brushes. This is from the silver set, and I'm just like dipping in, and then I'm gonna kind of mix it up on the back of my hand just to make sure that the bristles are evenly coated, especially since this is a fresh brush. It's clean, there's no product on it. So I have no idea how pigmented this is. I haven't seen any reviews on this product, nothing, so here we go. So the foundation is honestly looking awful around my hairline, especially right here. I'm not sure if you're really gonna be able to tell on camera, but it's like all weird and like clumped up together, super cakey, and it's kind of like wiping away, and it's not doing that anywhere else, just like right along my hairline. So mainly on this side, so I'm gonna try to like cover that up with my hair, but yeah, just something that I noticed. I don't think that it's the bronzer because I feel like it would be doing that everywhere else as well. This bronzer is definitely not a color that I would normally wear. It's more warm toned than what I'm used to, but I think it's really cute. Very like summery, and I think it'll be even like better when I have more of a tan. That was a good catch. So I ordered these brush guards. Sorry, this is like all over the place. I ordered these brush guards on Amazon because I washed my Jeffree Star brushes and they literally exploded. The white bristled ones look awful. So I asked you guys what to do. I emailed Morphe. I asked them if there were any special care instructions, and they told me basically to like wrap the brushes in a paper towel while they dry, but I don't know, that just seemed kind of weird. So I thought I would buy these brush guards, which a lot of you guys recommended, to put on top of the brushes. I have no idea how they work. So I guess I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna rewash them and try this with the Jeffree Star ones and let them dry in this and see if that helps. Okay, back to where we were, bronzing. I don't feel like this bronzer is life-changing, but it's really nice and really cute, and I'll definitely keep using it, and I do like it. So, oh, frick, I knew I forgot something. So my intention here was to use this NARS Orgasm palette as my blush, and I was supposed to remember to use this before I put powder on because this is a cream palette, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm sure that these are not gonna work well over as much powder as I put on my face. I really have been dying to try this out though. I've swatched a couple of the shades, but I haven't tried it on my face yet. And it has like blushy shades, some highlighter shades. So I guess I'm just gonna have to save this for another video. Or I can try it out in the meantime and let you guys know in the description box. But it's so pretty, isn't it? I don't know. A lot of you guys asked me about this too because you guys said you haven't seen a single positive review on this palette. So I was so excited about that. Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna go ahead and scrub my lips with some lip scrub. I'm gonna use the Carrot Cake lip scrub from Lush. Literally, it tastes so freaking good. And now I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips with the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm, and this is the peach flavor. I love the lip sleeping mask from Laneige. Wow, I look so weird. It looks like I have lipstick on. But I don't. So let's give this baby, oh, it's like, oh my god, I'm so excited. So good. I literally bought all 4 flavors of this during the sale. So since I'm not going to use this palette, I have to figure out something else to use for blush. I do have this blush palette that I just got in my BoxyCharm. I have used this once before. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. It's the Colorette Blush Trio, and this is the medium tan colorway. I think there's 3 different like versions of this palette. I think this is such a beautiful palette. It's so warm toned and just like, oh, it looks like Italian ice or something. I don't know. I feel like it would taste good. So we're gonna go in with some blush. I'm gonna mix these two shades right here, the lightest 2, and pop this on the cheeks. These are the 2 shades that I mixed together the first time that I used it, and I loved it. So yeah. I'm a big fan already. I always tend to go in very heavy-handed with blush because it literally disappears on my cheeks throughout the day. No matter what blush I use, it just happens. And I was watching Jaclyn Hill's video that she just posted, and she just mentioned, she was like, as soon as you like think you're done with blush, like put another layer on, because that's one of the first things to like leave your face. So if you want to have blush last all day, that's like her tip for that. So that's what I did today. So my cheeks look very peachy and flushed. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I have 2 shades. I have dark brown and I have blonde. I'm gonna try blonde first. I've never used this product before. I've only used one other pomade, and it was the Benefit Brow. Is that what it's called? Benefit Brow? Yes, the Benefit Brow, and I have it in the shade 3, and I really do like the shade 3. It looks to be darker than this blonde shade, but we'll see what happens. I also purchased the number 12 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is the brush that goes with it. I don't even know. I'm so inexperienced when it comes to brows. So we've got a spoolie on one end of this brush, which I can't seem to access. So as you can tell, I have very dark eyebrows. I just do. I wish I didn't have such dark eyebrows, but it just happens. Also, I really need to get my eyebrows done, so they're just a little bit extra today. So I'm gonna go right in with the product and just kind of coat the brush a little bit, and I am gonna kind of clean it off in the lid because that's what ooh, whoa, this is very creamy. I am scared. This is a lot creamier than the Benefit one. It's just based right away from placing this product in the lid. Let's try this out. Alright, so I did my best on the brows. They're not perfect. They don't look great, but I did my best. I definitely will continue to use this product. I think that, oh, frick! I'm just gonna go ahead and set them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is my all-time favorite brow gel. So next we're going to be doing eyeshadow, and for eyeshadow I'm going to be using the Moschino and Sephora Collection laptop palette. I hauled this and so many of you guys wanted me to do a review on it. So this is what the palette looks like. It looks like a keyboard. How cute is that? It's so colorful, and then this right here is like a little color switch thing. So I will be using this today. I have no idea what look I'm going to go for. I kind of want to do something like fun. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm completely winging this. So yeah, I'm not going to be using an eyeshadow primer because I normally don't ever use an eyeshadow primer, as you guys know. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just set the eyelids, and there isn't a matte cream shade in this palette, so I'm going to try to find a different one really quick. So I'm going to go into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm just gonna go into White Peach, which is the shade right here, and set my entire eyelid. I hate when palettes don't have a matte cream or like a matte like off-white kind of shade to like set the eyelid, because that is something that I cannot skip, because I basically use the concealer and foundation as my eyeshadow primer, and just for me, I just have to set it with some kind of powder. So I love a good matte cream shade. So I already am sad that this palette doesn't have one of those. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my bling brushes, E3, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. Let me try to tell you the shade names. I don't know how well this is going to work. So I'm going into the shade Shell, and I'm just going to put this through the crease like, you know, you would expect. So it is very pigmented, but I am also experiencing some fallout, which isn't really a problem for me. I kind of expect that. Well, I don't expect it with eyeshadows, but as long as the eyeshadows perform well, I don't care if there's fallout personally. That was like a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so that shade was like a lot darker and not exactly what I wanted. And honestly, like, I don't like it. I do not like the way that it looks on my eyes, so I'm kind of in a situation here. Okay, this literally looks so ugly, so I think I'm actually gonna try to take a makeup wipe and remove the eyeshadow, and I'm probably gonna regret that decision because it's probably gonna just like mess up my entire makeup look, but I honestly hate this eyeshadow. Like, it looks horrible. So I'm going to go back into the Sweet Peach palette now with the same E2 from Bling Brushes and set the entire eyelid area and hope that I can like kind of blend this together, and I just really hope it doesn't look horrible. Okay, so I am not going to go in with the shade Shell. Instead, I'm going to go in with the shade Software, which is this pink shade right here. It's like light kind of peachy pink shade, and I'm just gonna kind of like clean off my brush and the little color switch thing and use the E3 to put this in the crease. Okay, so things are already looking like a little bit better. It's still looking a little bit funky, but I think that it's all gonna come together. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and this one is called Optics, and I'm going to put this in the crease as well, and then also the outer corner of my eye. I guess we're going pink today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what I did was take the shade Optics and I put that in the crease in the outer corner, and then I just went in with a little bit of the shade Insert, which is this top pink shade right here, and I just put that right in the outer corner, and I kind of just barely brought it inward, just like a teensy tiny bit, and these shades, they're blending together okay. Like, it's pretty good. It's not like perfect. I can definitely see some patchiness, and it like is kind of just like jumbling all together, but it's not the worst eyeshadow that I've ever used before, but it's also like nothing fabulous in my opinion. So now I don't know which shade I want to use. I could use this one right here. This is the shade Y2K. I don't think I want to use this gold one. This one is called Status. We've also got this silver. That's really pretty. That's called Bionic, but I don't really think that it like goes with the look. I feel like this is our best option unless I don't use something from the palette. But I want to stick to just the palette, so I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Y2K. It's in the top row right here, so I'm just going to pack that onto a brush. Actually, you know what? I might try with my finger first just for fun. And I'm going to put this on the main part of the lid. Ooh, that is pretty. It's like pinkier than I expected, and it kind of has like a yellowy green shift to it. Okay, so my finger is not precise enough with this nail, so I am gonna have to go in with a brush. I'm gonna take this brush from Morphe. This is the M124, and I'm gonna just like pack it on that brush, and I'm gonna try it dry. I'm almost acting as though I'm cutting my crease like with a concealer, but I'm not. I'm just, you know, obviously using the shadow, but I love doing that. So this shade isn't like the most like glittery, spectacular thing I've ever seen, and I am experiencing a crap ton of fallout. So I actually do think I'm gonna try to wet the brush. So I have the product on the brush already, and I'm just gonna spray it once with the Anastasia Dewy set and try this. Honestly, kind of disappointed. I'm like really not loving this. So as you can tell, I'm getting a lot of fallout, and it's like going all over the place, and it honestly like looks like I've used like half of the eyeshadow already. So honestly, I do not think that this palette is worth the money. I think it was like 60 bucks. But it's not like complete trash or anything. I just find it to be very lackluster. So I'm gonna swatch a couple more shades on the back of my hand just to show you guys, but right now I'm not feeling too hot about it. I feel like a lot of the products in this video, I'm very like, it's like just like blah, like it's not very good, it's not horrible, but I'm not living for them. So here are some swatches of some of the mattes in the palette. They look really good on my finger, and they actually like look good. Well, that blue one was kind of weak. Let me try one more time. It's kind of green. They don't look horrible swatched, and they don't look horrible on the eyes either. They're just not like that good, and they kind of just all blended together into one like pink color. I'll swatch some of these like shimmery shades. There's definitely a bunch of different like finishes. There's like shimmers, there's mattes, there's satins, there's metallics. So there's some swatches for you. As you can see, like they look fine, but I definitely do not think that this was worth the price. I do not feel like I'm gonna be reaching for this palette very often, which sucks. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like put some of these pink shades on my lower lash line, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my eyes, they don't look great. They don't look horrible, but they don't look great. Honestly, this palette is a pass for me. I would not recommend this. I definitely will continue to try it out. Like I literally always, even if I feel like I hate something, I still use it, because sometimes you will completely change your mind on some products. I don't think that's gonna happen with this one, but you never know. So now I'm gonna go in with some mascara, and this is a mascara that is not like a newly released product, and my cousin Sally actually loves this, and she got this for me for my birthday. So I need a bigger table. So I'm finally getting around to try it out. This is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. It's like in this gold tube. I haven't ever seen anyone talk about this, so I'm very, very intrigued and excited and curious. So this is what the wand looks like here, and I'm just gonna go for it, and I will show you the difference between the mascara eye and the non-mascara eye. Alright, so here is one coat of the mascara on this eye, and then this eye obviously doesn't have any mascara on it yet. Honestly, I love it. It gave me instant volume. I really am a big fan, and it appears that you can layer it without it looking absolutely horrible. I will be applying lashes today because I have some new lashes that I'm so excited about. Alright, so I just popped on a pair of lashes. These are the D-Star lashes in the style Crystal. These are from the new Icy collection. Here is what a fresh pair looks like right here. They're so beautiful. I am obsessed with them. This is my 7th time wearing this pair already, and they're still in perfect condition. This is the same exact pair that I've been wearing. I've gotten so many comments, and I do have a discount code with D-Star lashes, so you can use code PAIGE for 20% off your purchase. I highly recommend Crystal. These ones have been my go-to lashes recently. Literally, I cannot stop wearing them, and I've had so many questions about them, so this is what they are. Another favorite pair of mine are Daisy and Jacqueline are another good pair, but these ones have been everything lately. So yeah, like I said, everything will be linked down below. So now all I have to do is highlighter and put on a lip. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Worth the Wait Omega Glaze. I'm so excited about this. This was from the like runway collection. So I did swatch this, but I haven't applied it to the face yet, and it is so buttery smooth and pigmented. Wow. So here is what a swatch of it looks like. I'm gonna have to go in with a really light hand because this is insane. So I'm actually gonna use the Morphe M501, M510, what is it called? I don't know. It's the Morphe M510, and I'm just gonna go right into the pan and go onto my cheekbone. I'm so excited. Okay, actually, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna go straight in. I was gonna set my face, but I'm gonna do that after. Holy crap. That is absolutely stunning. You can see compared to no highlighter. Highlighter, yes, come through. Wow, this is gonna be my new go-to highlighter. I will say that this is a very light highlighter, so I don't know how it would look on a deeper skin tone. It might look absolutely stunning, but it's very light even on my skin tone, and I'm not very tan, so honestly, I'm living though. Whoa, my cheek looks wet and I love it like that. I like it like that. Hey, windows down, chilling with the radio on. Sorry. Do you guys remember that song? Oh man, this is so beautiful. Okay, so I absolutely love the highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face again with the Dewy Set from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I will say that I really enjoy the scent of this product. It smells so good. It's like coconutty, but it smells a lot better than the Wet n Wild version. This kind of reminds me of the Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. I don't love the smell of this, but it kind of reminds me of this, but I like the smell of this. Does that make sense? So I already had a lip picked out, but I don't know how good it's gonna look with my makeup today, but if it looks horrible, I'll just take it off and put something else on. But this is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Crushed Liquid Lip in the shade East Coast Slay, and this is a really pretty nude shade right here, and I do live on the East Coast, so I love the name. There was also a West Coast Babe or West Coast Bay or something like that, but that was much darker, and I knew it was not gonna look good on my complexion. So here is what the product looks like right here. I love a good nude lip. I normally go for more of like a pinky nude, and this is more of like a brownie nude, but we'll see. Here is a swatch of it right here. So I'm gonna kind of like dab off the excess lip balm that I still have on my lips. Okay, so here's what the lip product looks like. It's a really pretty color. I think it looks okay with the lip eye look, honestly. Like, it doesn't look bad. Actually, like, I kind of like it. Yeah, no, yeah, I think it looks good. I love the formula. I'm already a huge fan of the Crushed Liquid Lips from Bobbi Brown. I have like 5 shades, so I knew I was gonna like the formula. I was just a little bit unsure about the color, but I think that this color looks really cute. It's different, a little bit different than what I normally would go for, but I like it. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So I'm gonna gather my thoughts, and I will kind of go over everything and let you know what I liked, what I didn't like, if I have any significant comments about any products. So I will be right back. So now I'm going to deliver my final thoughts to you guys, and I'm going to do my best to kind of talk about each product in order that I used it, but odds are probably going to forget something and mention it at the end because that just always happens to me. But I'm going to keep this very brief. So the first product that we used was the Farsali Skin Tune Blur, and As far as I can tell from a first impression, I like it a lot. I noticed an immediate difference when I applied it to my skin, and my pores and everything look really good. I can't wait to keep using this, the foundation and concealer from Givenchy. So at first I hated it, not gonna lie. I didn't think it looked good. Now it still looks really cakey, especially in person, and it's not even completely full coverage. Like, I can see lots of discoloration showing through, especially right here from some breakouts that I have. So it also acted kind of funky right up in here. Not my favorite. I personally don't recommend it, especially because it's an expensive brand, and if I'm gonna pay this much, which I didn't pay for this, but if I were to pay this much for a foundation, I would expect it to perform a lot better. So no tea, no shade, but I wouldn't repurchase these products, so I wouldn't say that I recommend these. The powder from Too Faced, I feel like honestly saved the day. I feel like things would have been looking a lot worse if it weren't for this powder, and my skin isn't too dry. It honestly looks like very good. Like, I feel like I have like a nice healthy glow, and I feel like it's because of this powder. So this is something that I'm gonna definitely move to my everyday makeup drawer and test this out as much as possible, because I may have found a new holy grail product here. I'm a big fan of the setting spray. I think it smells really nice. I love the packaging, and I do love the finish that I left on my skin. This mister spray isn't the most like fine mist and like most amazing mist in my opinion, but it's still really good. And this is definitely also going to be going like top shelf. I'm going to be reaching for this every single day. The bronzer is not a shade that I'm used to wearing, but I like the formula a lot, and I would actually be interested in purchasing another shade, maybe the next shade lighter. Maybe it won't be so warm toned, but I do plan on self-tanning more, and you know, just it's summertime, I'm gonna naturally be more tan, so I think that this will be a really great product for this summer. I didn't get to try this palette out, but I got to try this one out again, and honestly I love this. The blushes are super pigmented. They have like a satin finish. They're not too matte. They're not shimmery at all. I love the colors. I love warm tone blushes. These are like my spirit blushes, like these tones right here. Love, 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 love this palette. And I heard that the owner is actually from Florida, so I thought that was really cool. Someone actually commented that and told me all about the owner, and I'm definitely gonna check out more products from this brand. The highlighter, love the highlighter. I know I'm out of order now, but love the highlighter. Absolutely love it. I'm going to be using this all summer long, and you get this huge pan, so you can use this all over your body. You're going to be like frosted. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. You're going to be glowing like crazy if you use this, and I love it. I love Marc Jacobs. I love their highlighters. I love their lip glosses. I love their bronzers. Big, big, big fan. Yeah, what else do we have? The eyeshadow. Honestly, right now, my eyeshadow looks pretty good. It looks a lot better after I put mascara and lashes on, and I can tell a difference between like the more purpley pinky shades and the regular like straight up hot pink, and this lid shade does look really nice like after everything is all said and done. But would I recommend this palette? Probably no. Still, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's worth $60 in my opinion. The colors are kind of strange. Like, the color scheme is very odd. So it is different than anything that I have, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like on the fence on this. It's like I said, it's not trash, but it's also not worth $60 in my opinion. I love the mascara that I used today. The Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. This was really, really good. I can't wait to keep using that. I love the lip color, which this isn't a surprise to me. Honestly, I'm so obsessed. The lashes I obviously already knew that I loved. And did we use anything else? Oh, I have like a crease under my nose. Love the Laneige lip balm. I knew I was gonna love this. Like I said, I bought every single flavor because I knew I was gonna love it. And then the only other product that I think I used is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I already know that I love. This is like my holy grail brow gel. So I think that that's everything that I used today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it informative. Like I said, I feel like this was a very like 50-50 video. Some products I absolutely love, and some products definitely would not recommend. So it was like a very middle of the road. Like, it wasn't overly successful, but it also wasn't a total fail. So I love you guys so much. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. Let me know if you guys have any video requests for me. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.